In this episode, we will be telling you the story of Duckweed the stray dog and the experiences it faced on the streets in Singapore. And while the initial story was a tragic display of what humans are capable of, in the end, the community banded together and showed compassion. Don't forget to like this video to help us reach 7K and subscribe for more amazing stories. Welcome to Wonderbot Animals. Amidst the urban landscape of Singapore, a tale unfolded involving a small mixed-breed dog named Duckweed, who was known to wander the bustling streets. Now, while he was often greeted warmly by some compassionate neighbors with occasional morsels of food, tranquility soon turned to tragedy when a violent interruption shattered the peaceful routine of this little canine. A cruel act by an unidentified passerby resulted in a devastating injury to Duckweed, leaving the dog sprawled on the pavement with open wounds on his paws. The pain was excruciating, rendering the poor dog unable to move, with each step too agonizing to bear. The injuries were severe, the wounds exposed and infected, causing a substantial loss of blood. Every passing moment drained Duckweed of strength, and the dire situation seemed increasingly hopeless. But within this dire moment, a ray of hope emerged as one of the observant neighbors who had previously offered the dog food noticed the distressing scene. With a sense of urgency, the neighbor sprang into action, answering the unspoken call for help that Duckweed so desperately needed. Swift and determined, they intervened immediately, rushing to the aid of the injured canine. Their hearts stirred by the sight of the suffering dog, they approached with care and concern. Tenderly, the compassionate neighbor comforted Duckweed, their soothing voice aiming to calm the frightened animal. With gentle hands and a heart brimming with empathy, they carefully assessed the injuries, mindful of the dog's pain and fear. The neighbor's touch was an assurance of safety, their words a soothing balm amidst the chaos. Understanding the severity of the wounds, the neighbor took swift action, carefully bandaging Duckweed's injured paws to stop the bleeding. This act of kindness and urgency stemmed from an understanding of the dog's desperate need for immediate care. In a display of unwavering compassion, the neighbor, despite the lack of formal training, offered a makeshift first aid treatment, utilizing what resources were available nearby. While the immediate solution was improvised and basic, the neighbor's prompt intervention and heartfelt care were a lifeline for Duckweed. The simple act of acknowledging the distress and stepping in to aid the suffering animal offered a glimmer of hope in a dire situation, marking a moment of unity in a world where compassion triumphed over cruelty. The compassionate neighbor, moved by the plight of the injured dog, hurried to the spot where Duckweed lay, scooping him gently into his arms. Recognizing the severity of the dog's injuries, the neighbor understood that Duckweed wouldn't be able to walk given the state of his wounded paws. With tender care, the neighbor cradled Duckweed and rushed him to a shelter known as the SOD organization, a place where the wounded could find the necessary medical assistance. The arrival at the shelter brought a ray of hope as the veterinarians on duty, visibly concerned by the poor state of the dog, sprang into action, conducting a thorough examination of Duckweed's injuries. Thankfully, the veterinarians determined that despite the severity of Duckweed's wounds, none of his bones were broken. However, the open and infected wounds required immediate attention. To prevent further complications, a course of treatments, including careful wound cleaning and appropriate medications, was deemed necessary. In the urban landscape of Singapore, a vibrant metropolis teeming with life, the heartwarming tale of Duckweed, the mixed-breed dog, unfolded against a backdrop where the coexistence of thriving city life and the challenges faced by stray animals converged. Singapore, known for its cosmopolitan bustle and remarkable modernity, also grapples with the ever-persistent issue of stray animals. The city's vibrant streets, adorned with high-rise buildings and bustling commerce, often serve as the backdrop for the struggles of homeless animals like Duckweed. While many residents show kindness to stray animals by offering food and occasional care, the challenge of providing these animals with consistent support and medical attention remains a prevalent issue. The story of Duckweed highlights the plight of numerous strays in the area, shedding light on the harsh realities they face. Despite the city's infrastructure and advancements, the challenges for these animals remain evident. In a bustling and dynamic city like Singapore, stray animals navigate the streets in search of sustenance and shelter, their lives hanging in the balance, vulnerable to harsh circumstances. The SOD organization, where Duckweed found refuge and medical care, stands as a beacon of hope for many stray animals in the area. Organizations like SOD, committed to the welfare of animals, play a vital role in providing sanctuary, medical care, and a chance at a better life for these neglected creatures. While the heartwarming story of Duckweed's rescue and recovery showcased a tale of compassion and resilience, it also served as a reminder of the urgent need for ongoing support, resources, and compassionate care for the numerous stray animals that roam the streets of Singapore. The collaboration between concerned citizens, shelters, and veterinary professionals stands as a crucial part of the ongoing effort to alleviate the suffering of these animals and provide them with the care and attention they deserve. Moreover, the story of Duckweed reflects the universal connection between humans and animals, resonating with viewers worldwide. It emphasizes the undeniable bond between humans and their furry companions, transcending geographical boundaries and societal differences, reminding us of the profound impact of compassion and empathy. This heartwarming story of Duckweed, a little mixed-breed dog, and his journey from despair to hope shows us the power of community, compassion, and dedicated care. And it helps remind us of the ongoing need to address the challenges faced by stray animals in the bustling cityscape of Singapore and beyond. For the following 2 weeks, the little mixed-breed dog received dedicated care under the supervision of skilled specialists. Duckweed underwent treatments to heal the wounds and combat the infection. Day by day, the veterinarians and their team worked tirelessly, administering care and attention to help Duckweed in his recovery. As time passed, a glimmer of hope turned into a beacon of progress. The efforts of the veterinary team began to bear fruit as Duckweed showed signs of improvement. With each passing day, the dog slowly regained the flesh on his legs, proof of the restorative power of dedicated medical care, love, and perseverance. The once ailing and wounded Duckweed, who had experienced the depths of pain and helplessness, gradually transformed. The nurturing environment provided by the SOD organization, coupled with the tireless efforts of the veterinarians and caregivers, turned the bleak situation into one of optimism and recovery. This humble, mixed-breed dog who had faced grave adversity is now on the path to healing and a chance at a better life. Duckweed, who faced grave adversity, is now on the path to healing and a chance at a better life. The last info we were able to find says that Duckweed is doing well and was on his way to a forever home. We hope you liked the video, and if you'd like to see more, please make sure to like and subscribe to Wonderbot Animals.